Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video. And today we're going to be looking at 3 units that are buffed on global. So, very quick, I am feeling a bit better. But I don't know when I'm going to turn my cam back on, honestly. I might just leave it off. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, got Serge here. Apparently it's Serge, even though it looks like Sergey. That's an actual name in our world, but I'll just call him Serge. So Serge, his STMR is very good for himself, but really only good for himself. So let's get into it. He has a cooldown reduction on a cooldown, as well as store buff. He has a 150% self-demon and human killers, also some amp field. He also has 150% beast killer for everybody, and also the amp. So there's 2 separate light field amps. Quadcast on the unlocked via the cooldown layer. He has a combination with that, very similar to kind of like Olive, I guess, or you have to build it up a little bit, but he can be strong in that regard, I guess. Various killers, 200% killers, very nice to see. 250% LB damage, very nice. Now you only need 50%. 500% cap, so now you only need 100 on that. And 200% magic TDH, all you would need is Pos STMR, and you're all good to go in there. He also has a 1,500 flat attack and magic on a TMR when you equip his TMR or STMR. Not sure why he has the attack, really. I mean, you really only want magic on him, so... And let's get into the new stuff. So his SLB is a 135% light in peril, 350 times mod, no stacking needed. Light magic damage with some HP regen, whatever. I'm assuming that's something lore related. But now he has a 30% spear in peril, which he did not have on JP. And he now has 150% light amp for himself, which is very strong. So you would use this on the turn before his SLB activates, so then you'd be dealing a lot more damage than you would normally. For those of you who are just familiar for getting to know these amps, 150% amp with a store buff would actually be stronger than someone who has a higher modifier with less amps and less store buff or any no store buff. So he's going to be hitting a lot harder than most units right now with that activated on that one specific turn. After that, probably not going to be hitting it nearly as hard, but still hitting pretty hard. So like we just mentioned on the cons there, no LB mod buffs, because there's going to be a lot of units that are going to be coming out on the JP version now, coming to global, that have LB mod buffs on their cooldown. This guy does not have it, but like I just mentioned, even with no mod buffs, 150% light amp will be allowing him to hit very hard for sure. So I will say there's gonna be some weird scores in this video, but I couldn't decide, so let's go reveal the first one here. 8.5, that's not so bad, that's not so strange, but there will be 2 others that will be a little more strange. So 8.5 out of 10, can't really give him the 9, just because he's just a damage dealer, finisher. So he's nothing out of he's not bringing anything super new to the table besides just hitting harder than normal than some other units. That's about it. And you also have to keep in mind, guys, of near coming. Near is near. So let's put that back on. 8.5 for him. Let's look at Lynx here. He also has the 1,500 attack and magic TMR on his TMR or STMR, but he only needs the magic. He has Quadcast unlocked via cooldown. He has a store buff via cooldown. Very nice. 1,040 times dark magic finisher type hit thing. And he also has human killer. Not sure why I didn't erase that for self or allies part. Sorry about that. That's from the JP side still when I was doing it myself. 1,050 times dark magic damage, 1 hit. And also has self 150% beast and demon killer. He also has 30% dark amp field, very nice. We have quite a few of those now, but it's still nice to see to have it on him, so you wouldn't have to bring anyone else. 200% various killers, 200% magic TDH, 5% cap, 150% LBM. That's a little lacking compared to Serge, but you can make up with it with his STMR. That's 200% now. So his SLB, 135% dark and peril, 350 times dark magic damage. That's same familiar to you, Dark Rain, for example. And now he has 30% Spear on Peril, which is very nice. And he now has 150% Dark Amp for himself. Alright, let's get in some cons. He does have the flat magic in his passive, but his S-Teamer and T-Ray don't have flat stats compared to other units I may be getting coming out that have those. He has a dark built-in field for the team. That's, I don't know why did I put this in cons. I guess it's just a different take than Dark Rain. Dark Rain does not have a built-in field amp, so it's just different. I guess this is kind of a con. Like, if you don't want to pull in this banner, Dark Rain will eventually, and this is tied to an event, so they can't really skip it. He'll be getting some silver crowns, which allow him to get 150% Dark Amp himself. So if you want to wait instead for Dark Rain to get his buffs, that would be the time to wait. So let's go ahead and reveal Lynx's score here. 8.25 out of 10. He's, once again, he's very similar to Dark Rain where he has fields instead, and he also has a store buff. So he might be hitting as hard or harder than Dark Rain currently, but keep in mind Dark Rain has a lot of flat stats on his S-Teamer that can stack, and eventually he'll get his buffs as well. And True Dual is going to be far better in the future as well. So I don't know about Lynx, guys. I think it might be just if you're low on Lapis and stuff, I think you should just wait for Dark Rain's buffs, honestly. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree. I want to hear your guys' comments. Finally, we have Kid, who ironically at first we were complaining about her S-Teamer being one-handed on JP, but actually now it's actually better as a one-handed weapon, and ironically now it's two-handed on Global, where you probably would like to be one-handed, but oh well, it's two-handed for now. She has 1,500 flat magic on her passive there, which is an upgrade from 750 from JP. She has quad cast on a cooldown. She has a 30% field effect, fire and field effect. Store buff. She has 150% fire barrel. Sorry. And she has a 1,400 times fire mod. For 15 hit on a cooldown. She has some killers. 200% LB damage, 500% cap. And her SLB, 87% defense, 89% spirit break, and 160% fire and peril. There's the 160% again. 250 times fire magic damage, one hit. So this is another chance, guys, at a 160% fire and peril for you guys that didn't pull for Vaughn, or you missed Vaughn, or you never pulled for Vaughn, or you never got him. And just like Vaughn, she has 200 stacks of Mirage on one of her abilities that gives killers. So this is yet another chance of getting her. She did not get the 150% amps like the other two did, but she's really not built as a damage dealer anyway. She's just a breaker with some fields. She has 135% killers, a little low. We're used to 150% at this point. And like I said, there's a trade-off where her breaks are not as high as what Global are used to, like 90%, but she does have fields unlike other breakers. So very nice still. I would say she's very good. Let's reveal the score first before we talk more about her. 8.7 out of 10. Can't give her the 9 because her breaks are not what Global are used to, but she gets the halfway point because of the field effects that she has, which is a nice addition. Nice roll compression there for her. So I think she's very valuable. I think she's honestly the most valuable. Just like she was on JP version, she's the most valuable one on the banner just because of all the things that she can bring. The 160% fire and peril. She has Mirage. She has the field effect. She can deal some damage as a side chainer. Easy to build. Things like that. So I think she's the most valuable one on the banner, and that's why she's getting the highest score of the banner. However, if you don't need any DPS and you don't need any breakers, I would just stay away from the banner entirely because it's a nostalgia bait for people who like the Chrono series. But if you're looking for another, if you missed out on Vaughn, you might want to throw some tickets at least. I don't know if they're all in one banner or they have separate ones. I didn't look on Global yet. I haven't been in game yet. If they have separate banners, go ahead and toss some tickets at Kid. If they are not on separate banners, it might be a little harder to pull for Kid. I don't know. If you are intent on pulling, just pull for Kid, and that's it. And I would just skip the other ones if you are not lacking in DPS. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about these units. Do you agree with my scores? Do you disagree with my scores? Let me know. I want to see you guys in the comment section down below. I'm going to be seeing you there as I always do. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.